Now to our special segment here tonight. We ask, only slightly tongue-in-cheek, do you know your light bulbs are in danger? We're talking about the old school light bulbs, the ones that turn on fully when you turn them on and provide that warm, glowing light at a cost. The day is coming when, because of an act of Congress, we all have to get rid of our traditional bulbs and switch to those energy-efficient bulbs, and a whole lot of people just don't want to. Our chief environmental affairs correspondent, Ann Thompson, takes a look at the debate over the switch.
If you're like me, haven't you thought of a light bulb as just a light bulb?
At 131 years old, Thomas Edison's bright idea may be due for a makeover. But the government-mandated transition from the incandescent to the compact fluorescent, the CFL, isn't winning many style points.
Do they sell real regular light bulbs now or not? Or do you have to buy those?
Oh, no. You can buy the regular ones.
Jorge Fernandez is the lighting buyer for the largest seller of lights, Home Depot. He thinks the CFL should be an easy sell.
What else? This compact fluorescent light bulb costs about $1.50, and it lasts about 7 to 9 years, and it uses 75% less energy than the incandescent.
That's not good enough for a growing group of vocal consumers.
I'm not trying to be a planet pariah, but I really like lights to turn on when I turn the switch.
Home design columnist Marnie Jameson is doing a slow burn at the time it takes CFLs to warm up and the light they give off.
It's just uneven and it looks unattractive.
And the mercury inside.
If one crashes on my kitchen counter, I've got mercury poisoning.
Not quite. Glass thermometers have 100 times more mercury than a CFL, according to Underwriters Laboratories. If one breaks, the Environmental Protection Agency advises airing out the room, sweeping up the debris, placing it in a sealable container, then putting it in the trash outside. Hardly reassuring. Some worry what CFLs will do to our landfills.
Here's my hoard.
So Jameson's not convinced.
I'm going to stockpile the incandescent bulb, so I have them until I find something that I like.
The light bulb switch is mandated by the 2007 Energy Bill, passed by a bipartisan majority and signed into law by President George W. Bush. But in 2011, the light bulb is a political football.
Instead of a leaner, smarter government, we bought a bureaucracy that now tells us which light bulbs to buy.
For light bulb makers like GE, a part owner of NBC Universal, the phase-out begins next year, and by 2014, incandescents will no longer be on store shelves. Disappearing along with incandescents, some jobs. NBC News was in Winchester, Virginia last year when the light bulb factory in business for 35 years shut down, and 200 employees were put out of work. Now some in the federal government think they have a better idea. They want to restore freedom of choice to America's lighting departments.
I don't think that's appropriate.
Texas Congressman Joe Barton is co-sponsoring legislation to repeal the change.
It's just a kind of a politically correct do-gooder issue, and we don't think the government needs to mess in that area.
In the Detroit suburb of Roseville, it doesn't take an act of Congress, just a price cut to convince some consumers. So now when these are comparable, you're selling CFLs at a rate of 3 to 1?
About 3 to 1 with the pricing, yes.
Dick Bebbington is plugged in.
No. How many CFLs do you have in your house?
Whole house. Everywhere I can put them in a socket, that's where they're at.
And you're counting your pennies?
Yes.
I'm
retired, so I have to count them.
An enlightening debate that has some taking stock and others stocking up. Ann Thompson, NBC News, Roseville, Michigan.